Hello again, everyone. I'm Charles Gross. Welcome to Two on the Aisle. And today we not only have a guest critic, we have an extra special guest critic. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend and colleague for many years, Jeff Goodman.
Hello. It's the original Two on the Aisle back together again.
That's right. And Jeff, you came all the way from Las Vegas to help us out. Let's talk about Ain't No More. That is
look, I have a matching playbill right here.
Well, what do you know? And it looks very much the same where you are. How do you like that? Now, this was a big hit off Broadway. It has now been moved to Broadway. They have been talking about closing it, but there is an effort to save it. This takes place at the beginning of the Obama administration, where there was this great hope for equality and that finally we would put racism to pass. And then, of course, Obama leaves office and what we had hoped for does not occur. So now there is a movement for Black people to return to Africa. This is a play by Jordan E. Cooper, who also is the leading actor / actress on the role. His alter ego, Peaches, is a flight attendant who is shepherding the last flight for Black people who want to leave the United States and return to Africa. In between boardings, which Peaches coordinates, there are sketches, I guess you could call them.
I call them vignettes.
Okay, vignettes of the Black community, showing how they're reacting to the coming events, assuming that they are reacting to the coming events.
I didn't see how they got together, but I did understand each of the sketches, and they were good. I mean, when the first one is the funeral of Brother Right to Complain, and that I thought was really good.
It was very clever.
Yeah, well, the whole thing is clever.
There's a talk show. One of the panel members is transracial. In other words, she is a white woman, but she identifies as Black.
Right.
And we are encouraged to behave as if we are in a Black church. Now, I've never been to a Black church during services, but you're supposed to, react if you like. And I tried, but very few members of the audience.
I did not get that. I didn't think that. I didn't get that we were encouraged.
I think the answer is that the author would have liked an audience reaction. The problem is, I think the structure of the play really isn't conducive to that for the majority of the time. Should this play have been moved to Broadway?
I think it has something to say. So yes, and I think you'll get strangely enough, you'll get a more diverse audience on Broadway because it started out at the Public Theater. Is it a Broadway production? They give it good Broadway production values. But what makes show Broadway worthy or not?
Ultimately, I guess if people come to see it. I enjoyed it on Broadway, although I think I enjoyed it more off Broadway in a slightly more intimate setting. I did like Jordan E. Cooper's Peaches very much. I think she's a wonderful character. I had a lot of fun with her. And I would give this, I would say 3 3/4 playbills.
To me, it was a little forgettable. I think it had something to say. I'm afraid that the people who need to hear what this play says are never going to see it. That's a big problem.
Your conclusion and playbill count 1 to 5. 5 being the best, 1 being yeah.
I'd give it a good 3.5. It was just one of those plays that was like, it's good, go see it.
And when you do, look for Jeff and me, us too,
on the aisle.
Miss Bag. Miss Bag will be the carrier of our entire story as a people in this country as we make this glorious transition. Anything that you may have that may fall into that category, please feel free to drop it on in, and it will be sure to meet you at your final destination. I repeat, once your ticket has been scanned, please continue to walk forward into the boarding area. If you look back, the powers that be are unfortunately forced to morph your melanin exterior into that of a privileged white male.